Hello guys, today I'm gonna make a video on how to fine-tune a rotex rm8 .22 caliber. This is my second rm8. My first one, when I bought it brand new, it was shooting at around 10 foot-pounds. I took it back to the shop, and when I got it back it was still shooting at around 10.5 foot-pounds, not much increase on the velocity. On this gun here, I actually bought it second hand. It was leaking badly. The person that had it tried to seal the leaks by using some plumber's tape. As you can see, some in there still. And when I brought it home, I took it all apart, and there was quite a lot of corrosion going on inside. It appears that the person that had it was pumping the gun with a pump without using a dry pack. Please guys, if you are going to pump these bottles with a pump, make sure you use a dry pack to avoid any moisture going into the gun and corroding the entire system and damaging the seals. So all the seals have been replaced. After I put everything back together, the gun wasn't leaking, so I left that bit of tape there in place, which doesn't really create any issues. But the video for today is that I've tried to find on YouTube on how to tune these guns to get more power out of it. And the only thing I could find was to buy a longer valve regulator system, which they tend to be quite expensive, and it takes forever for them to arrive, especially here in UK. So I discovered that here there's a set screw which is held in with a red Loctite, and now that opens and closes the transfer port that sends air into the barrel. Now I've noticed that if you back that screw out a quarter of a turn, your feet per second increases. So make sure if you guys you're gonna do this, you have a chronograph in place, because this will take your gun over 12 foot-pounds here in UK, and if you haven't got a license, you could find yourself in a lot of trouble with the law. If you are lucky enough to have a firearm certificate, then by all means back that all the way out until it's sitting flush, and then you don't really necessarily need to buy one of these, a longer one, to increase the power. In here there's a piston, regulated piston with Belleville washers. If you open this out, if you leak the air out of the system, the bottle, by just undoing that screw there, and once the air is all drained out of the bottle, remove that bit there by removing the barrel, push that pin out, the barrel come out, and then you can remove the screw that holds this in place just about here, and then you can undo the whole thing. This whole unit will come out without having to take everything apart. And make sure that if you are going to take this out by unscrewing this bit here, when you put it back together, you have this backed out all the way down to the valve, and there's only a gap, a groove of the threads showing. Don't back out too far or you will start leaking air, and too far in and the gun won't operate correctly. So one groove of the threads showing, it's enough. And what I found, that if you want to up the regulated pressure a bit more and then fine tune with the screw here, all you have to do is open this out, remove it, and then pull the piston out, remove the Belleville washers, and if you get yourself another spare washer, this will sit perfectly right at the bottom of the regulated piston, and then replace the Belleville washers in the same order as you took him out. And then when you pressurize the gun, you will see that the pressure will go up to 100 bar, and then you can fine tune just using that set screw there by backing out a quarter of a turn or less using a chronograph machine. I found that when I did this the first time, I backed this out and I put one of these washers inside, and this gun was shooting at 18 foot-pounds. So be very careful when you are tuning this gun. If you find that your gun, by undoing this screw here, your gun comes up to 11.5 foot-pound, then you do not need to put that on. If you have a certificate and you want to get your gun up to a FAC level, then by all means add one of these and back that screw out till it's sitting flush. Alright guys, well, I hope this video helps out. Thank you for watching.